watchman, you do the preaching. You need a 7-year Sabbath for your land where you meet teaching. Sad Sunday deceiving. We camped out for 7 days in Sukkot's feasting.
All right, peace and blessings. Shalom and shalom to my people, man. My Arboret Phoenician people that have been called every byword under the sun. Listen. Stop using that derogatory statement where they say, if you want to hide something from our people, put it in a book. Because I believe the Root just revealed to me that didn't mean, it's not, the way that it's being used is not what it was meant for. Now, we all know that when we first came over here, we were stripped of everything and forbidden to learn to read and write English. So I believe that that's where that term came from. If they wanted to hide something from us, put it in one of their books. But our people, for sure, came over here intelligent, and they had their own language, which was Arboret, the Arboret tongue, or what people call Hebrew. But we had a language, and we had our own tongue, and we had our own alphabet, as it's called, where they stole and got their alphabet from. And this is evident. This is factual, because all you have to do is Google or search on YouTube. I can even put a link up about it. But the first, I believe it was a black church built by slaves in Savannah, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. In Savannah, Georgia, these former slaves or slaves came together. I believe they were former slaves. And they built the church, and in the church, the pews had the Arboret language written in them. So they knew they had their own Arboret tongue and language and could read and write. It just, they didn't want them to read and write English because they had created a slave Bible, which they took passages and made it. If you ever saw the movie Nat Turner, you can see that the overseer would have him speak in a way to control the slaves. But that is false doctrine. And you saw that once Nat Turner, oh, excuse me, y'all, bug flew in the window. But y'all saw when Nat Turner started to study for himself and started using precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, the way that the Ruach started to lead him and the Spirit of Truth. He awoke and was angry at the things that he had to endure during them times. And so that's what led to that revolt, because he figured out that he was teaching his people wrong. He figured out who he was, and he stood on it. So all I'm saying is, stop using that term. If you want to hide something, put it in a book, because now it seems like a term that's used for laziness. And that's the only thing that is. If you don't want to research something and go find it out, you're just lazy. That don't mean you're dumb and can't read or write. So stop saying that term to mean something derogative against our people, because our people came here with their own tongue, with their own language, but they were stripped of it. And then they didn't want us to read and write English or Old English or whatever they was saying, because that language, or the English language, is a baby language, which means it hasn't even been into existence longer than our ancient tongue. So, man, I just had to come on and say this and get this out, because it was pressing on me. So we have to start to realizing who we are and get back into our righteous status. Because once we get into our righteous status, the Most High will start to move in a way that is supernatural and that nobody has seen before. Y'all think y'all seen power, but y'all have not seen the power of the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob yet. So this is what I'm saying, people. Stop downing yourself. We have to start lifting ourselves back up, and we have to get back to a righteous status and come out of these pagan heathen ways, man, because it has brought us down to a sunken place. Yeah, a very sunken, low place to where we can't operate fully in our spiritual gifts, and we can't get that power that the Elohim wants to. See, he didn't say if the whole world humbles themselves. He said if my people. And now y'all get mad when we telling y'all he's talking to a certain individual nation, but he picked the nation, not because we were special or anything, but he picked us because he picked us. He could have picked any nation he wanted, but he picked us, and it's us. So don't feel bad because of that, and don't feel like you're saying racist stuff or you're prejudiced or something. No, that's not true. The book says that the Most High picked one nation above all nations and the one family above all families on this earth, and it was us. So don't feel bad about it. Feel good about that and start to do what he told us to do. It's not even a bad thing, man. He said his laws, statutes, and commandments are not grievous. We making it grievous. Come out of her, y'all. Come out or suffer the wrath. Shalom.